Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you.
Good morning.
So yesterday we went driving 12:20. We were on the road and we got up to the highway. And remember yesterday I told you the road is emptier now than it has been? It wasn't yesterday at 12:20. So I said to Christy, oh my goodness, look at all the traffic. I guess I was a liar today. And Christy says, oh, you lie like a son of a bitch. I'm like, you couldn't say you lie like a carpet, you lie like a rug. No, she said that.
Look at me for a second. What the hell did you do with your hair?
It's too long to do anything with. So I've got the nerdy, I need a haircut today thing going
It's
on.
worse than nerdy.
Oh, it's worse.
You're white and nerdy.
I'm white and nerdy. Now, if you haven't seen a hilarious video, you need to see White and Nerdy with the green screen with Donny Osmond dancing. That is funny.
That is white and nerdy, for sure. For sure.
It's White and Nerdy is the name of that song. And it's based upon a rap song, something dirty. I can't remember what it was, but I watched that as well. I'd never seen that video before, the Weird Al thing. So good morning, Pat, to you. Christy's going to go through here and see who else.
Can you do this for me? Because
this morning, the reason we're just a couple moments late is because Christy forgot her password. Good for her.
Oh, well.
So we had to create a new one.
And it's good because now I'll remember it.
For a little while.
Yeah, well, it's better than looking like your hair. Good morning, Monica. How are you?
Exactly. Yes. She's a very cruel wife. I lie like a son of a bee.
I have not seen you with your hair like that for so long. It just looks so funny. And I used to really like that haircut on you, or hairstyle.
Yeah.
And it's a little funky on the side.
I know, that's the problem. I've got 3 cowlicks. Like, who the heck has 3 cowlicks that I have to work with? So there's a spot up here where every, month or so, I have to say to Christy, I need you to take the number 3 on the electric razor and zoom. She just gets rid of the mountain right here. It's so weird. And then over here, any length of hair, and it's just terrible.
Yeah.
So what's going on in our world, darling? Last night we had a great dinner.
We did. We went to Fat Boys 2. They're good. Their food is just good there.
And it's funny because 3 times previously, we went to the old Fat Boys, and we just had bad experiences 3 times in a row. So for us, it was off the list.
So we stopped going. And
all of our friends were like, oh, you got to go to Fat Boys. You got to go to Fat Boys. Now, obviously, if they're our friends, their standards are a little low. So
speak for yourself. Hi, Lori.
Hi,
Sherry.
For us, though, it was... it's one of those things where you spend your money in the places that are going to be good.
Yeah.
So we started to go to Fat Boys 2 because that's one that I think...
And we had friends that liked it, so we used to go with them.
And, they're very good. And the prices for what is going on in the world at this moment in time really are decent.
Yeah, their portions are generous. And good morning, Maureen. She agrees about Fat Boys too. Yeah, we've been happy. They make a good margarita. It's not too sweet.
We saw 2 couples at the restaurant also.
We saw more than 2 couples. We saw 2 couples that we know and love.
Yes. And it was fascinating. Well, plus the people who we went.
Plus the people that we were with.
So I guess 3 couples that we know and love. But it was very fun to be with the people who we were with last night.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just a fun people.
Yeah. And today we're meeting some old friends from Canada for lunch. And then tonight we get to have dinner with Sherry and Bill and Sharon and Dave.
There you go. You now know what's going on.
So that's we're doing a walkthrough video for a client that cannot be here but is very interested in a condo. So we're doing that today. So we have a busy day.
Yeah. Well, also there's that other lady who's like in the $1 to $2.5 million range. Like, wow, got to help her out.
Yeah, but
any way we can.
Is that the person that's not going to be here till?
I don't know.
Winter. No plans on trips yet.
Possibly.
Yeah. So yeah, things are good. I had a Spanish lesson this morning. It was good.
I went for an eye test yesterday at 5:45. She couldn't get me until a little after 6. But by the time I left my eye appointment, it felt like my eyes had run a marathon. They were just
I
exhausted.
don't know what that means because eyes don't run.
It felt like I was on the ground and they were pulling me. Like it was so strong how exhausted my eyes were. She put one drop in each eye of something so that way a machine could touch my eye, and found out that the pressure's fine. But I have something called ghosting. What the heck is that? Thank you, ChatGPT. So when I was there, I was explaining what the issue was. I see the black line of text, but about a third of the way up, I see the top of the line of text putting gray. And when I explained that to her, she never said, "Oh, it's ghosting." But I went to ChatGPT and she said, "Oh, what you said you're describing is called ghosting, and this is what it is." And it's 5 different things that it can be. She gave me pills for macular degeneration, and she never even really did a test before she gave me that.
So do you think you don't want to do them?
No, I don't know.
Want a second opinion before you start taking pills?
I want a 5th opinion before I start taking pills.
Yeah. Morning, Randy. Sherry says, "Good morning. Looking forward to tonight. Bill will have a margarita waiting for you." I'm in. Just tell Bill I don't like him too sweet.
There won't be any margaritas or wine very soon. Sorry.
For a short time.
For a short time.
Till Italy for sure.
Italy for sure. Because in Italy, we do plan on eating the best of Italy. And Naples.
And lots of street food if we can find it.
Well, Naples is supposed to be the pizza place.
You know, Naples is really bugging me. I will hear people rave about Naples, and then I'll hear people say how much they hate it. I don't know what to do.
Help us.
Is it expectation? Is it the things you chose to do? I just am not sure. I'm just not sure.
I watched a young gal, and a young gal is anybody under 40. She was in Naples and did a 3 pizza thing, like the 3 best pizzas that she found based on like TripAdvisor or something.
Okay.
And she really fell in love. Like she said, they're fantastic.
Yeah, and so I am hearing a lot more positive about Naples, but I guess it's like anywhere else. Your trip is what you make of it. And if you do something dumb and, I mean, I don't know. I'm just all.
Well, I realized by going back in time to our videos, we've been talking about Italy since January. It needs to stop.
Nope.
It needs.
Good morning, Wendy. Rachel, good morning.
Hello.
David, good morning.
So when we get to Italy,
we won't have to talk. I'll have done it all.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem, is that you're learning way too much. I like to learn as we go.
You know what? There's a time for that, but I also want to know. Okay, so one of the reasons I'm doing so much research now is because we're going with my cousins, and we want to make the best use of their time also.
Meet me in Venice.
Yeah. So, went there, had pizza, and went to Pompeii on train. See, and I think that's kind of when Bill, hello, good morning. I think that's kind of what we plan on doing while we're in Naples, is do Pompeii and Herculaneum. I want to do both, actually, because I've heard really good things about both sites. So, and the pizza in Naples is supposed to be amazing. I mean, the food in general in Italy, everybody. The thing that I like the most about reading all these people's, because I'm reading people's actual experiences that are there now or that just got back or are planning and going. And everybody says once you've been, you will always want to go back.
So I have to tell you, last night we were with some friends and I asked the question, do you guys know ChatGPT?
Oh, yeah.
And he says, well, I've heard of it, don't know much about it. I'm like, oh, well, this is what it could do. And he's like, wow, really? Yep. So I said, let me try something here. So I did this thing, and I got to share it with you because it's so cool. I said to him, I'm going to just write in here, give me 30 slogans, T-shirt slogans for Mexico life. And it did a great job, I think. But I want to tell you about one of them. And one of them was, Embracing the chaos, enjoying the spice. I loved that because that is such a Mexico thing. And my buddy's like, that actually would make a good title for a song. I'm like, oh, watch this. So I said, ChatGPT, create a song called Embracing the Chaos, Enjoying the Spice. Spit out an amazing song. Amazing.
That's right.
So I sent it to him and I said, okay, it's your turn. You can now create this song because he's a musician. And it is a beautiful song. So then we got home and there was another one. So I asked ChatGPT to create a country song called Another Thing about the taco stand. And he did this thing about how he fell in love with the cantina girl. And it was a country song. And it was really, really good. So ChatGPT is amazing. If you don't know what it is yet, it will make your life easier. And I sound like a techno zealot. I do sound like a techno zealot.
Good morning, Jay and Randy. The food is all fabulous, he said.
It is.
Looking forward to testing that theory out myself.
Me too. I really am. I mean, that's my favorite thing about living in Mexico is the food. We were talking about that last night.
Yeah.
Is that I don't think I've had a bad meal. Now, we've gone to bad restaurants where they've done bad crap. But I don't think I've ever had a bad meal in Mexico. I mean, I have, but at restaurants. But not many. Not many.
No. For the most part, you pick a good restaurant or, I mean, obviously even good restaurants have off days. We get it. We get it.
But they don't even pray when you're eating in Mexico because the food is already created by God. And the Mexicans know that. So just understand that is why you don't see everybody doing grace everywhere all the time.
And Jay, I have to say that I did truly laugh out loud at your Mother's Day.
That was good.
Wish for me.
I'm like, who sent that? And she's like, well, it's Jay. Good job.
It's pretty funny. Pretty funny stuff. So yeah, no, we have a good day happening today.
It's a fun day. I mean, today it's an eating day, sadly, but oh well. We're gonna stop tomorrow and the next day fasting. I wish we had MCT oil.
Well, we kind of do. We have coconut oil.
Yeah, but it's not pure MCT, which.
Hi, Jeff.
And also, I don't think it's the oil that we have is the deep fry oil. Do we have the green organic
we have the other
stuff
too? Yeah.
It's got like a 2-year, 3-year shelf life on coconut oil. And I mean, it might even go longer than that. And that's living in the tropics.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Put it in the fridge. It's going to last maybe forever.
It'll be hard, though.
Remember that stuff that you had brought from Canada, the green stuff?
The green comforts.
10 years later, you're still using that stuff, or you were.
It was, yeah.
It was 10 years ago. That it was 10 years after
Yes.
we moved here. It was fascinating.
That's amazing to me. We've been here almost 20 years.
It is fascinating.
We will be celebrating 20 years living in Mexico while we are traveling in Italy.
Wow. It is mind-bogglingly amazing to me to know, A, I lived this long, and B,
I haven't killed them.
B, that's true. We're making money and doing this right. I mean, we live in a place that is endless summer.
Yeah.
Endless summer.
We are not rich by any stretch of the imagination.
Well, compared to here, a lot of these people, we are. That's the thing,
okay,
right?
To some people's imagination.
They do.
But we have the opportunity to live a very comfortable life. We have a few properties now under our belt that we are finally starting to do something with. I mean, 3 of them we use to live in. One of them is our lot where the pool is, our house, the house that the kids live in. The house that the kids used to live in, we are getting that all fixed up. We have
Don't
doors.
know for what yet, but we are fixing it up.
Yeah, for rental or for sale. We don't know. I guess if someone gave us a good enough offer, we'd sell it. We maybe should put it on the MLS, but then I don't want to rent it and put it on the MLS. So
we're not going to rent it and put it on the MLS. It will be just on the MLS because we're not those people. I hate having to bug the renters. Or B, even have to do
well, then we'd have to furnish it because right now it is unfurnished. There's no refrigerator. There's no stove. There's no furniture whatsoever. There will be one very newly renovated bathroom, which I can't tell you how much better it looks. We still need to buy a toilet for that bathroom.
Mhm.
I'm waiting to get the size of the doors. I'm just going to order them all and have Home Depot deliver them again.
Okay.
And
I think we should bring a door person in, but like a fair door person. The problem is everybody is charging top dollar just because of inflation, etc., and they think they can get away with it. There will be a reckoning in the next few years. Until then, it's just going to be crazy town.
Yeah. Anyhow, so yeah, no, we're quite excited about everything that's happening in our lives.
Well, we were chatting with the friends yesterday. One of them was a vet, retired. And I was asking, is it a lot cheaper here for your animals than it was up there? She's like, oh my gosh, yes. And I said, that's a funny thing to me because she goes to a vet that specializes in North American owners, like America and Canada. We are one of the people that go to him. And I said, there are places that are even less expensive than him with people who know exactly what they're doing. It's just it's a different market they cater to.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just fascinating that all these levels exist in that same place.
Yeah, but I wonder how much cheaper, because there's a lot of Mexicans. I see them bringing their animals to pet vet. So I don't know, or it could be just because we're in Bucerias and
could be. I mean, even to get braces, at a North American place here, you're still going to save money. It'll be $2,000 in that area, 2,500. But we paid years ago.
Yeah,
years ago. When Shay was younger,
muchos años.
It was less than $500 Canadian, and that included the braces, every visit for a year and a half, and 2 retainers at the end of it. And I mean, the guy only spoke Spanish, and that is the thing. When they learn English, immediately their income skyrockets. So people are always like, hey, how come you don't learn Spanish? How come you don't know Spanish yet? And I'm like, because it's not going to help anybody if I know Spanish. The only person it will help is me, period. And because then our friends, etc., that we know or will meet that speak Spanish, it's the only people that. And is that going to help anybody here to be a friend with me? I don't think so. So really, I'm saving the world by not learning Spanish as rapidly as I can.
Sure, honey.
Thank you. I took French for 7 years when I was younger. I don't know any French. I can't speak French.
Your Spanish, though, is pretty good. I mean, it's basic, but it's pretty good. You can get by.
I can go to a grocery store and a restaurant, not going to die. Anywhere else, it's a wild guess if I'm going to make it or not.
Yeah, Randy is saying he's the best vet. $1,000 to clean Ted's teeth up here, $80 there. That's insane. That
truly is nuts. And Canada has brought that on themselves because there's only 100 vets a year in a country of 30-some million people. Like, they control the flow of the people. Let the market decide. Let the market pay for the frickin' education. No taxpayer dollars should be involved in post-secondary, because the cab driver who did not go to university or college through his taxes has to pay for people who will end up making $300,000 to $600,000 a year. That's dumb and cruel and inhuman. It's inhuman. Dogs don't do that.
She's coughing though.
She is coughing right now.
But it's the first time this morning that I've heard, except for first thing this morning.
So we brought Bailey to the vet, and the vet thinks it's one thing. We're still treating her that way, and we think that that's what it is. Possibly might be allergies. And thank you to ChatGPT first, but also the vet who we went with yesterday, who confirmed that it's either going to be one of those two things. We now know that she's not going to die, which is good, but she will die eventually. I mean, we all will.
Yeah.
She is going to be 12 right away.
Yeah. Hi, Curtis.
Now, every dog, just so you know, in Mexico that is born was born on a special day. Every dog. If you go to the market and have a dog, the dog was born on Christmas or Independence Day, whatever. But it's always born on a special day. So if you buy a dog in Mexico, no. The dogs are not born on every day of the year here.
No.
Just special days. She was born on Christmas Eve or Christmas.
Maybe. Supposedly Christmas Eve, yeah.
Maybe.
But that's okay because that's Christmas Eve baby, Christmas Day baby.
Yeah, and that's when I really learned that Christy probably will end up killing me the day that we got Bailey. When we went there, understand, my Spanish was not good. I thought we were getting a 7-month-old dog.
Not weak.
It was a 7-week-old dog. And Christy's playing with it, and she says...
Cocker Spaniels are the cutest puppies with those big brown eyes and those floppy little ears.
She said to me, this is not an exaggeration. This is not making anything up. This is exactly what she said. She says, we don't have to take her, but you will regret it. Just like that. And inside, I was terrified.
What I meant was we wanted to breed it with our Cocker Spaniel.
She was scaring the crap out of me.
She was beautiful. It's okay, we got a dog.
That's pretty much it. Same as last night. There was a guy going around and he had a tree of life. Show them your tree of life that you got.
Okay.
So this guy said he did it himself. And when they say that, it drives me crazy because how do you put a value on the work that you're doing? So when you see this thing and you find out how much we paid for it or how little we paid for it, wow. So he brought these around and he's like, yeah, you can work with the pricing because I did this. So he did this. Every knot, every twist, everything was done by his hands. And can we tell them how much we paid for this?
Sure.
800 pesos. How do you negotiate on somebody's time when they spend that much to create a thing? I said, for me, if I was to make that thing, my price would be 40,000 pesos. Like that's for me what, my time is worth at a minimum. So yeah, I felt for this guy and he still made us a great price.
And now I need to paint a feature wall so I can hang it on there because otherwise you can't really see it. So
well, it started at 1,200 pesos.
Yeah.
And then the people we were with bought something and he says, if you buy this, I will make you a deal. After he offers me 1,000 pesos. And I'm like, okay, well, how much is the deal? And he says, I said, how much is the deal? And he kind of leans in. Ask me if I'll take 800 pesos.
I said, really
okay,
cute.
Okay. Will you take 800 pesos? Yes. Just like that. He was a good guy. I liked him. And his English was very, very good.
That's beautiful. I can't believe he sold it that cheaply. You're right, Sherry.
I cannot believe he sold it that cheap either. He made that. Wow. When we went to Chiapas many years ago, now obviously inflation and crap, but still I think the spreads of pricing are going to be close. But here, what was $5 was 25 cents in Chiapas for exactly the same thing. Where it was made was 25 cents versus $5 here. I really should have bought a lot of stuff and come here and sell it as a...
Sell it?
I would have sold it. We used to do markets in Canada. I can do markets in Mexico. Actually, no, I think I'd probably get beat up, and mostly by foreigners.
I'd beat you up.
You would.
I'm a foreigner.
I know. It's funny on Facebook when you read the foreigners who always inject. Everybody's got an opinion.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes they're on one side, sometimes they're on the other. And I'm kind of like, if you're not living here full time, for God's sakes, just be quiet. Just be quiet.
And then in some cases, if you're not living and working here full time, you don't know. You do not know what it's like.
It's very true.
Everything is different for everybody. I get it. And everybody has a different place in their lives. But when we say things, we're talking from the paradigm of people that live here full time. We've lived here almost 20 years, but we also work and own a business here. So that is a little bit of a different thing too.
Yep.
Dan says, good morning. See you there.
Meet me in Venice.
In Venice. That's the name of our trip, Dan. Meet me in Venice.
Well, I think we should get ChatGPT to write a song called Meet Me in Venice.
No.
Come on.
Who's going to put it to music?
Dan, do you play guitar? Do you know music? I think his boys do.
Dion does for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what Luke Is he a drummer?
I don't know. Does Zach play guitar still?
I don't know if he does very often, but he obviously knows how.
Yeah, he took the guitar and the bass only so they could play it at church. Like, that to me is amazing that he learned that because he knew that there's going to be a utility for it later. Not to express himself musically necessarily, but wow, what a great kid.
He's a man.
He is a man, but we're in our 50s. I think
He's our kid.
We were that part blows me away. When we moved to Mexico, I was 33. Zach is 32. And when I was 33 and we would go to a party and they'd be like, oh, the kids are here. That was awesome. Even into our early 40s, we were still called the kids.
Yeah.
How would you not fall in love with that? Nobody's called us the kids in a long time.
No, we haven't been the kids in a while.
No.
But it is what it is.
Yeah, I guess. So what can we tell
We're
these
not
folks?
kids anymore.
Anything else going on?
I don't think so.
We are heading to Casa del Mar today because we have somebody we're going to be showing a property to. Video.
Yeah.
We use tech for everything, guys. We really do. I love doing a video walkthrough. And then if we get to the offer process, I will do a Matterport tour as part of that offer. So that way they can be up there. And then we also offer the no lemon guarantee. So there's zero risk to our buyers other than what they're going to pay up front. But I think based on if our properties are going up 10 to 15% a year and they only have to pay 4%, they will make money even if they sell.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wow. And if you have a property and you're wondering in Mexico and you're wondering if you need to sell, for gosh sakes, sell now. Because remember, it's based on the peso. The peso has increased in value to the US dollar. So capital gains have come down like 15% on the capital gain.
Yeah.
So you will make 15% more of the gain back.
Because of the peso exchange.
Because of the peso exchange. No other reason than that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we should tell these fine people goodbye. It was lovely chatting with you. Tomorrow, I'm not sure because we have to go out to Sayulita tomorrow. I don't know what time we're going to leave yet. We have to decide that.
We're checking out the Bañada place. It's Bañada? Is that what it's called?
Bañada.
It's like towels and bags, beach bags and stuff because we're Mexico life. So yeah, we need that stuff. All right, guys.
You guys have a great day and we will chat with you all soon. Bye.